Grad school is tough, and if you're an international student like me, it can even be 10 times harder. From academic stress to financial stress. Seriously, I've thought of like quitting. I have cried. I've even thought about the fact that I feel like I don't belong here. Seriously, this video is for you if you're a graduate student or even if you're an international student in Canada and then you are wondering if this place is really for you, if schooling is actually for you. Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Emanuela in T, Ella in T for short, and I'm back again with another video. Sorry for going MIA. I have been so busy. Like I said, this video topic is just to even let you know what I have been through or what I'm actually going through. Is graduate school is not for play. It's not for child's play. And I have had times where I'm like, no, I mean, YouTube will always be there for me. Let me just concentrate on my studies and come back. And I know you support that decision sometimes. But sometimes too, I just want to come here and then share something with you. But before we start this video, one thing you should note is that this video is being sponsored by LUFE.Al. So LUFE.Al is a translation tool. You are able to do any translation from every language, Chinese, French, or other languages. You're able to do PDF translate, image translation, and it's amazing for new language learners. Like if you want to learn French, it's amazing for that. If you want to use it at the workplace, it's amazing for that. If you're an immigrant and you just came to Canada and you're finding it hard to manage, like at work, there are certain things you're supposed to translate or certain documents that you want to translate, but you're finding it so hard to even understand the documents. This translation app is for you. Whether it's documents, whether it's images, whether it's PDFs, you don't have any problem. Just go look for LUFE.Al and then you have it. At the end of the video, you're going to find my code in the description box. You can click on it and then you can use LUFE.Al in various ways. And so yeah, I'm going to also add a video clip of my ad to this video, so stick and stay with me. Love you all. And so yeah, let's get right to the video. So let's face it, graduate school is actually hard. Some people don't think it's hard, but others think it's hard. Personally, I feel like it's hard, but you can definitely manage. It's like you just have to spend a lot of time reading, doing a lot of things, and then you don't have a social life and everything. So it's like you can work hard, but working hard too can be very stressful sometimes, because you're like, you have to put some aspects of your life on hold to be able to, be successful in graduate school. I mean, balancing is key, but sometimes even the balancing doesn't work, if you are being frank here. And so example, like my research paper, there are some times that I just spend like a whole day on just a paragraph, and I'm wondering, hey, what's going on? Like, I need to work faster, I need to do this, but you're just tired, you're mentally stressed, you are physically stressed, you're going through a lot, you miss home and everything, and things are just so hard. And so personally, graduate school is hard, and I will not lie, I've thought of quitting. I remember telling, like in a conversation with my friend, we were all talking about dropping out of school, and we were like, hey, you're gonna drop out of school because graduate school is so hard and blah 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 like that. And I was like I came this far and I really don't want to quit, but I'm like, hey God, like Breno Dawson, yeah. And let's not forget that international student struggle is very hard. I'm saying that because most of the time you have to work while studying, and so you are working 24 hours per week. You are also studying. You're adding a whole lot of things like extracurricular activities, because you can't stay in this country without volunteering. I believe that personally, volunteering is something I love to do, and it also helps you build your CV. Like, there are a lot of advantages of volunteering, and this country is very big on volunteering. When you go for jobs, when you go for any interview, like any interview at all, most of the things they would ask you is your volunteering participation. Like, have you really participated in a lot of volunteering activities, or you were just like a schoolgoer they don't want people like that. They want you to be able to balance your studies with other extracurricular activities very, very well. And so it's quite a struggle if you are trying to balance making money with schooling and also engaging in lots of volunteering activity. It's very, very hard sometimes. And sometimes I'm like, I'm burnt out. I want to rest. I don't want to do anything anymore. I just want to be in my own space. And in those moments, I just stay. I don't do anything. I don't go anywhere. I just stay in my room and have some peace, some peace and quiet, because it can get very, very, very hard, frankly speaking. Now, one thing that I also had a challenge in or with is imposter syndrome. Hey God, there were a lot of times that I felt like I don't belong in my department. I felt like, am I good enough? Did they actually did they really pick a student that they felt like was really, really good? I mean, let's forget about everything. I'm not saying this because I feel like I'm not intelligent or whatsoever. Yes, I'm very, very intelligent. But my point is, you come to this country with a thought that, oh, I'm very, very intelligent. I can get all things done. And then you are doing your research or you're even studying and there's some major corrections here and there. You're like, hey, did I really know this? Didn't I really learn this? Or how are things here? It's there's difference in academic systems, and sometimes it can be very, very stressful when you have to navigate, knowing what the lecturers expect of you and knowing what to give to them and giving out your best can get very, very tiring sometimes. And sometimes I feel like I'm not intelligent enough. I've always thought I'm intelligent, but maybe that is not it. And so yeah, imposter syndrome is a very, very big deal here. But one thing I always do is I always encourage myself. I always tell myself that I am good enough. I really deserve this. I can do this. It's just a different academic system. Things are a little bit different here. Just listen to the advice they're giving you and then you've got this. I've been telling myself that, and it has really helped me. And one thing I also do is I try to put down my achievements, all my achievements, scholarships I've gotten, my supervisor or a lecturer saying you've done a good job here. I try to think about all that when I go through the phase where I feel like I don't deserve to be here. I don't deserve to have all the academic scores I'm having. I don't deserve every single thing that I have. I think of that, and yes, I pray to God. I also worship God, and I realized that no. I think I'm just getting things wrong. I'm a little bit stressed, and I think I'm overthinking things. And most of the times, resting really helps. Deciding not to touch anything for some days to just focus on myself. Self-care has really, really helped me, seriously speaking. Now, the other thing I'll talk about is this place. Everybody is so busy. The reason why grad school becomes hard sometimes is that when you even come to the country and you make friends and then you guys are navigating this life together, it becomes very hard to even keep in touch with them sometimes, because everybody has their own things. Everybody's working on maybe their research. Everybody is doing something academic. Everybody is having a life, and so you cannot just place your problems or your frustrations on somebody. You don't expect people to be there for you always, and that can be the struggle. Sometimes the support system is a little bit wavering, it wavers a little bit, because you have people that will support you, but everybody is just busy and you can't keep calling people and talking about something all over and all over again, and so it becomes a little bit hard. But one thing to also notice that one good thing about this country is they are very big on mental health resources. And so if at any point in time you feel like you need to talk to somebody, a professional, maybe you can't talk to your friends, because in Ghana or in our African countries, for example, we tend to talk to our parents or maybe our friends and everything. They are our therapists. But here it's different. You can talk to a therapist, like a therapist. And even for free, if you're a student, you can talk to them and then talk to them about your problem, and you might never know, maybe they can guide you. I feel like it's better to try that than just letting yourself go wayward and being like emotionally stressed to the point where you can't even survive anymore. Like you're off, you can't even think, like you've gone mad. Yeah. The other thing I'll talk about is financial stress. Seriously, financial stress is mind blowing here. Like it's a lot. It's a lot. It's like sometimes it's still part of my first point, I believe, because sometimes it's like you are studying, you have to work, you have to earn money. You feel like you've gotten to a stage of life where you also have to be saving and building your life too. Because I mean, personally, I have that particular notion that I'm in school, but I am going, and so I have to make sure that even though I'm in school and I'm taking care of myself and my finances and everything, I have to still be saving for my own future. And so sometimes those financial stress is very, 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 very mind busting. It's like your brain is just moving around and you're thinking about how to make money and how to also perform well in school and how to navigate the whole system. And it can get very, very, very stressful, I wouldn't lie. So one other thing I would also want to talk about is immigration. Like I think in all my videos I always talk about immigration. Grad school also gets hard because of immigration, because sometimes it's like I'm saying, financial stress coupled with academic stress, with immigration thoughts, like what's going on with immigration, like am I not going to be caught, like am I not going to go through, like it's like you're always making sure that you are going through some kind of calculated steps. So you're making sure you're following all the rules at all times, because you don't want to get into trouble with immigration, and immigration rules keep on coming and coming and coming. So you just want to make sure that you are having a very good relationship with IRCC, just so you are not kicked out. And so yeah, those things too can get very, very stressful for some people. And then yeah, thinking about like what next, like what will I do after school and everything can get very, very stressful. And so yeah, that is one thing that even makes grad school like harder and harder. And one thing I've also realized is that when it comes to like research, like academic writing, there's a different way of doing things. Like back home, there was a different way of going about things, but here it's like it's different. And so sometimes you have to I'll always say go see academic tutors, like those academic writers, to actually help you if you're having problems with that, like referencing, like how to present your research properly, how to do everything, because it can get very, very stressful, seriously speaking. Very stronger than you know. So don't underestimate yourself. You've come far, you've crossed oceans, visas, cultures, and doubts. You are not weak, you are resilient. It's not just about surviving grad school, okay, but about realizing how powerful you've become in the process. Because so grad school will test you. It will make you go through all those things where, like I said, you'll be doubting yourself and everything. But you should know that you've come far. And then when you think about how far you've come, it gives you some sort of hope that there's better things ahead of you. So just try as much as possible to cross that path and you'll be fine. I mean, if walking away is the healthiest option for you, then why not? But I would advise that quitting doesn't mean you failed. If you are thinking that you want to change programs, because maybe the program you are doing, because I've realized that a lot of people go through that. People come here thinking about a particular program, they start and they realize it's not good for them. It's not too late to change. I mean, it's not too late to change at all. If you think you want to change, please do. It's actually very, very healthy to do so, because you can then move into a program that you really want to do, and you'll be able to survive better, and you'll be able to love what you're doing. Personally, I love what I'm doing. I love French, I love literature, I love everything French, and so it makes it easier for me to keep going even when things get tough. If financial stress comes in, if academic stress comes in, if my own stress, like my own family stress comes in, it's like I feel like, yeah, I can do this. Like, I love the language, I love literature, I love French. I really want to have master's degree in French, and so I should just keep pushing. So yeah, that is it. Like I was saying, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how I actually go through things. I would always say burning out actually is not a sign of failure. Like, sometimes it happens, but one thing you should notice is that just take a break, have time for yourself, watch a movie, like talk to people, go out, take a walk. It's getting to summer pretty soon. Just go out, take a walk, do something. I've been walking 3 times a week now, and it's been amazing. It's like I walk like 90 minutes for those particular for those particular days. So I work 90 minutes like on Tuesday, sometimes on Thursday, and then finally sometimes on Saturday. So it's like I make sure that I'm working 3 times a week, and I'm working like 90 minutes per those days. Like, yeah, those 3 days I work 90 minutes per day. And so it's been wonderful. It's helped me, like, rethink and think about a lot of things, and then navigate this whole stress sometimes. Like, when I'm feeling stressed, I just go out and walk, and then I'm fine. Revisit your why. Why did you come to the country? What do you want to gain from this country? Think about all that, and then keep pushing. If your why is to build a better future for the people back home, then yes, make sure that you always remember your why. If your why is to get somewhere in life, like you want to cross oceans and become like a UN secretary or become something big in future, then always remember your why. Progress is the most important thing. Like, you won't always get A's. Personally, like I always say, people feel like so far as you're here, you're supposed to get A's. Okay, yes, I've gotten all A's, but my point is that progress is better than perfection. Yes, so if I feel like I'm supposed to get A plus and I get A, that is okay. That is okay. I haven't killed anybody. I'm still good enough. So why should I worry about myself? And so I feel like you have to understand that making that progress is the most important thing, and not just being perfect. Like, yeah, no human being is perfect. Seriously, no human being is perfect. I mean, if you're feeling isolated, like I was saying, talk to somebody that is very close to you, like friends. Talk to your professor if you really feel some sort of you're kind of having a hard time because of the way of supervision. You can talk to your professor. I'm very sure they'll be able to let you know why they do those corrections, and you'll be able to like better yourself. I feel like I said, the mental health resources on campus, to make sure that you use them, because you've actually paid for them. Quitting is not always a bad word, like I said, but do not quit if you can do it, because everyone is going through it. I wouldn't lie. There was one time I was talking about how hard it was for me, and someone said, hey, and you see, me too, I'm going through this, and I'm like, wow. So sometimes when I hear all these things, like how people are also finding it hard, and how people are trying to manage and are pushing and are going for their goals, I feel like, yes, I can do it. So personally, like I said, should I quit? I'm not going to quit. I'm going to go on and go on until I achieve my dreams. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Like I said, it's always wonderful to be here to share my opinion and everything with you. Thank you so much for coming, for watching and everything. And yes, I'm not giving up. I'll keep on going. Thank you, and bye-bye.